Hello. So welcome to today's stream. So this game is the British Go Championship 2026 between Becky Li and Zeyu Qiu for the game one. I'm Damon Sefnan. So I think Becky is quite underrated. I don't think she should be 3 dan. And Zeyu is probably also slightly underrated in my opinion. So I think this will be a very exciting game. So let's start. The opening is pretty standard for the first few moves. Like Becky is also playing some very simple joseki like this kind of Kasumi. If Becky is fighting some troubles, probably because Becky theoretically she is a bit of an underdog. So if she is fighting some troubles, then she may try to play this kind of complicated josekis. In order to she could have some preparation of this kind of complicated josekis to throw Zeyu off guard. But I know Zeyu also have some preparation on this kind of complicated josekis. So maybe this is why Becky did not try to make this kind of preparation or joseki choice, and then Becky just played the simple joseki. This is a high extension. Normally white prefers the low extension. The reason is, especially when we have the corner enclosure with the corner enclosure on e4 instead of e3, then this kind of fourth line corner enclosure is able to get a large territory on the left side. So if white is playing the high extension, then it will match with black this kind of pincer in the future. If white is not defending, for example, if white is playing this kind of moves, then there are this kind of invasion to make white feel very insecure. So if white decides to defend, then we can see that the left side is automatically huge. So this is the reason why normally this kind of lower extension is preferred. But I can also understand why white decided to play the fourth line extension, is because if this is played, so there's some pros and cons. If you play the lower extension, then this kind of pressure will make white to spend a lot of move on the third line, and then the top side. So for example, if black plays something like here and exchange with this one, then now the top size is large. However, in this kind of position, because the komoku on the top right hand corner is here instead of the R16, if the komoku is on R16, so for example, if this is like if it's like this, then this may be a little more reasonable to afraid of the pressure on d14, because now the p17 gives black the opportunity to get a large area on the top side. But in the real game, the komoku is on the q17, so I prefer having the low extension instead of the high extension. But I think this is some just small opening choices. I don't think this is a large mistake, but that's my preference. Becky played the upper approach, which is a choice. Oh, let me turn off the AI. Where is it? So Qiu did not finish the joseki here, so instead Qiu decided to play this one. The intention of this one is, if white is playing the jump, then black will not just play the higher extension. This kind of higher extension will match with this kind of pincer, or white may just tenuki and play something like here, or more advanced level, maybe this kind of attachment. So white doesn't want, like, so black will play this one. So white doesn't want black to have the opportunity to decide what to play next. So white is playing this one. He is saying that black is he is not afraid of black attached here. And now there's a mi for black. So black can either play this A or the extension B. So black is not in an urgent to finish the joseki as well. Because at this point, if for example, if black is playing this one, then if white play the pincer, then black can play this one or play this one. If white is defending on the top side, so for example, if I play this one, white is playing the top side, then black can decide to tenuki. So first tenuki is the option, or play the extension on the 4th line, or the 3rd line is also possible. So yeah, so Becky agrees with me and play the pincer to these 2 white stones. I think this is a very reasonable choice. But I don't think white will reply for this. If white is replying, the exchange of these 2 is beneficial for the black, because white is only defending for a few points, but black is attacking for a lot more points on the left hand side. So if you play the higher pincer, that means if you match with this kind of pincer, you're not allowed to defend. You have to leave it or you play somewhere else. So a higher extension is very difficult to handle. But I believe Tuesday has some preparation on that, or he is confident in how to handle this kind of situations. Yep, so Child played the attachment, which I think is very reasonable, and it follows the general rules of Go. You don't defend this kind of higher extension because these stones are light, and playing another stone there will be concentrated. I agree with the choice of Tanuki, but I may not agree the choice of playing the pincer. I'm not sure if both players are aware or they are just reciting the AI Joseki. Because at this moment, the ladder is not good for the white. Right? Yes. Yeah, the ladder is not good for white. So if black play Hane, and then Atari and then connects, I have no idea what white to play after. I'm not sure if Qiu have some peppers on this, probably maybe extension, and then this one, and then this one, this kind of exchanges. Probably this kind of exchanges is alright for both sides, but by default, this local exchanges is slightly good for black. And also, this is a very long game, right? But in the start of the game, it seems as they're playing quite fast, and they may not notice that this ladder is good for black. And in most occasions, when you play the opening, when you did not exchange this 3 stone with these 2 stones in the Joseki, usually the ladder is good for white. I'm wondering if Becky forgets to check the ladder, or maybe Qiu as well, because if Qiu know that white is not good at the ladder, white may not choose this Joseki as well. So I may ask if they have if they just recite the Joseki instead. So they may not aware that the ladder is currently not good for white. Yeah, but so if white is not playing this kind of attachment, probably if I play this game, maybe I'll play this one. Maybe I play this one because the ladder is not good for me, so maybe I have to make some sort of concession. or even further is fine. Something like this. Yeah, so they just finished the Joseki. Oh, so this is a very good Joseki choice. So there are a few Joseki choices here. So you have this one. You have yeah, you basically have two, A or B. I don't think I see others, but A or B is the most common. If white is playing A, white is asking for inference, and it goes something like this. Something like this. White has the inference, black has the territory. But this is not that large because there are some RG inside, like this is Sente, this is partially a Sente, because if you play something like this in the future, there are probably this kind of RG in the future. Of course, we are not playing it now, but there are some RG in the future. And there are some this is also possible. This is played a few times in the professional games. But all this kind of Joseki is not good for white, because you can see that white is having the inference towards nowhere. These few stones are going to nowhere, and it's black's turn, right? And then black can reduce the potential on the bottom side. So this is not a good choice for white. So the turn A is not a good choice. So Qiu decided to play the B, which is a reasonable choice, and I think is the best move. And the Joseki goes like this. I think they played the correct Joseki. Yeah, this is the correct Joseki. I believe this is the AI Joseki that most of the high rank players, they know this. But on top of this, I believe we can make some modifications based on the current position. At this moment, the default, the Joseki asks us to play this one. But in this specific position, I'm wondering if black can play the Kusumi instead. Because if you play this, this is basically white's intention. When white play this kind of move, white already, so you need to think about in the very high level player's mind. They know that your opponents know the same Joseki. That means they know the same thing. So white knows that, black knows that this Joseki, and white wants black to finish the Joseki like this. So if I'm playing black, then at this moment, they know that, okay, so Qiu, you know that I know this Joseki. He wanted me to finish the Joseki like this. Should I really finish Joseki like this? Do I have other options? This will be something I think during the game. And the benefit of white finishing the Joseki like this is that you can see now the right hand side become very, very large. There's so much potential for white to get a large area on the bottom right hand corner, and the top 3 stones is not settled yet. So any kind of this kind of pincer is half a Sente. If we regard this kind of pincer as half a Sente, then the potential of having a large development of bottom right hand corner like this area is very large. So I don't want to finish Joseki like this, or I may have to ask for some compensation for white. If I let white to finish like something like this, then I want to ask for a little bit more compensation instead of only capturing the 3 stones. So the modification I will make for this Joseki is, can I play this Kusumi? I'm not sure if this is the AI best choice, because AI usually asks us to play this one, but what if I play this one? Then for example, if white is playing the jump, because if you don't play the jump, then this kind of Kema or Hane will just capture the 2 white stones. So white needs to defend or push and then defend. So at the end of the day, you have to defend. But if the Joseki finish like this, then the next move, I'm not playing this one to capture the 3 white stone. I'm playing this one instead. So I want to have a even large area to the for here, as a compensation for white to have a very large potential on the right hand side. I'm unsure if this is a good decision, or if there is some sort of countering strategy for the white. I'm not sure, but at this point, I don't think there's I don't feel like there's any way that white can counter this. Probably white may play this one, because the push may be beneficial for black, because this will make this 3 stone to be captured in a very clean way. Maybe not exchanging those 2 and then play the jump. But if you play the jump, black may not play this straight away because white may escape, but black can play this. Then if you escape, then Hane, this kind of move are Sentes, then now I play this one. When you play the jump, it makes the 3 stone become even heavier that you cannot sacrifice anymore. So if white play extension, then probably push, and then maybe this one, then it's the same story. Black may as well get a large area on the left hand side. I believe AI should be having some sort of countering for this kind of moves, or some specific moves for this kind of situations, but right now I don't really think I can find any. Or probably white need to play something like this, or this. But this will be very complicated. I may need like 15 minutes to calculate this kind of possibilities. I'm not playing the game, so I'm chilling. So but this should be something that they spend time on. Given that this is a 7 hours game, this should be some variation Qiu may want to think about. But Becky played the simple Joseki, so they are both happy with the AI Joseki. So attachment. I'm not pretty sure why what is the purpose of the attachment. I can see that the attachment is to reduce the area on the bottom area. This is a good choice. I believe this is a good choice. But is there other better options? I think Becky found the game plan of Becky is very, very respectable. But the actual execution, there could be some other options. This is some AI Joseki the high level players all knows. But when you are playing a game with, like Becky, when she play a game with Zeyu, sometimes she may want to find some moves that are not that common. If all the moves are too common, then it's difficult for her to beat Zeyu in a game. You want to find something that is different, so that Zeyu is not very, very familiar with. I think probably this kind of invasion is a choice. It is very hard for white to really attack this Blackstone. For example, if white is attacking like this kind of cap, here, although 1, 2, 3 are all white Sentes, but you can only exchange 2 of them. Usually you will choose 8, 1, and 3, right? And this kind of extension is very hard for white to kill it. If white is pincer from this side, maybe there's some kind of attachment and cut. So this will be a little bit more complicated way for black to play, and it will less likely to be something that Tilde has prepared for, or Tilde already know that by heart. Then Tilde will need to think about it during the game, which will create some instability and changes in the game, which I think it should be preferable for black. But this move there's nothing wrong. It's just reciting AI Joseki. I'm not saying that this move has anything wrong, and I think this is a good choice. Just the strategy. The strategy of winning the British Championship. Maybe this is not the best decision. But from the perspective of Go, there's nothing wrong with this move. This move may be slightly questionable, but is still fine, just slightly questionable. Usually in this kind of position where white has so much influence, you want to make and white has the stone on second line. It is very hard for black to get a safe base. Then usually you will want to have your stones in the have a stone higher, like this one, or something like here. Or if you are not, you want a solid shape, probably this one is also fine. So this one could be a little bit questionable because it may match with white playing this one. Then I don't know. I don't know what black to play in the next move because for example, this kind of jump is not good right now because now the shape is broken. And if you play this block, there will be this kind of jump or this kind of pincer. So the shape is not very easy to handle. But again, this is not like a huge mistake, but it's just a very small inaccuracy in choices. But if you put it in the AI, this kind of move may be like 0.3, 0.5 points. What I'm emphasizing is about this kind of move will not give you any points reduction in short term, but for the game plan itself, it may give you some long-term point reduction if you do not have a clear mind and clear plan of what is going next. So this move is definitely not bad at all. It's just what to think about in this kind of position and this kind of openings. Okay, and then pincer. Attachment is a reasonable choice and is like come on, everyone knows that it's Joseki as well. So normally the Joseki goes like this. Play this camera. But this camera will match with this kind of attachment. And now, white already has a move here. Then the fight is not very beneficial for the black. So Becky played very nice. So Becky make a modification of the Joseki. Becky did not play this. And then Becky played this one, which shows a very high understanding of Go, which is very good. This is the reason why I think Becky is underrated. Like, Becky should not be, at least from from her performance, she's playing better than a 3 dan. So jump is very good modification to the Joseki. What I want to add on this kind of decision is when white has this kind of pincer, although the Joseki asks us to play this kind of move, But at this point is that we can also make some modifications. Like for example this one. Then what white is going to play? For example, this one and this one, and then all the stones are connected for black, and it will be easier for black to get the territory on the top side, and it's also give black the opportunity to invade in the C13, attack the two stones here. So for example, jump and this one. And after this kind of exchanges, you can see that this white stone is currently not in a very good position. You do not pincer a strong inference. This is now a strong inference. Then this pincer, the pincer on Q11, lost its accents. So I think this camera could be something that we can think about. I don't know if it is the best move, but it can be something we can think about. Let me check if there's some... No. Okay. Attachment. Yeah, it's good. So I think until this point, black is still in her own game plan regarding the top right hand Josekis. Black is escaping this 3 stone, but at the same time forcing white to allow black to have some territory on the top side. So I think generally these are some very good ask and answer move for both sides. So I think both sides play quite perfectly. I don't see any significant mistakes in this 55 moves. They play very, very well. And then generally I really want to play this Hane. I'm wondering why she's not playing this Hane. There must be some reason. There should be some reason why black is not playing this Hane. This Hane is huge because automatically black has so many points of top side. It's definitely the first intuitive of black. But black decided not to play this. There must be some reason. Maybe black is thinking if white is going to play Hane, what it think? I thought black is going to cut. Well, but cut maybe is not. Wait, cut maybe is not playable at this point. But why? Or maybe probably white is thinking about black is afraid of this kind of. So if Tanuki, then there's cut. Maybe black is afraid of this one. Maybe this is the reason why black hesitated to Hane. I think this is possible. This was possible the reason why black hesitated. Maybe black hesitated because of this variation. Okay, so black played this one. Also a very good choice. This is also a very good choice. Because all the move on the, like if you play this kind of escape into the center, there's no points. And while you're running into the center, it makes your bottom group more and more in danger. So this kind of second line invasion, I think is also a very good choice. Hane and then Hane. But this two double Hane is very painful. It's very painful for black. I for if I'm play I'll still Hane. I'll this four stones just I'll take care of that later. I cannot resist the urge of playing this Hane, so I'll still play the Hane. Oh, she sacrificed. Then this is definitely happy for white. White is very happy to get the large corner. So think about it. Previously in this position is 3 stones and 3 stone. Black play first. Black play first and started the fight. And then after we finish the fight, white has that much of territory. And what black got? Black got the second line invasion and got a Panuki here. The Panuki is very good, but this is a very solid shape already. You are adding the thickness to a thickness. So this Panuki is huge, but is not that valuable, given that you already have 2 stones here. So I believe this variation is beneficial for white. So maybe at this point, white is slightly ahead, I guess. So white is playing safe. White is playing safe already. Yeah, jump is very good. If jump is not played, again, then they will met with this kind of cap or this kind of how to say this? Poke? Should I say this? Is it poke? Is it called poke? Some move that playing the shape. So this kind of poke is very annoying. So jump is very good. Push and then jump. So it's in the middle game, and then I found that black is slightly struggling. So previously at before black jumps, maybe turn is better. So if white is playing this one, white has to be careful because there are this kind of cut. There are many this area. White is not strong enough. White has so many senteis, like 1, 2, 3, and then after white push, there are 1, 2, 3, 4. But all these four senteis, white can only exchange 2 of them. So either you have 1 and 3, or you have 4 and 1. Like, you cannot have everything. If you play Hane, then you will not have any senteis here. If you play here, if you play here, then you will not have any senteis on here. So when Qiu play this one, Qiu is saying that I don't want to use the sentei here anymore. When I push, I want to have the sentei on d7 instead. So this move is solving the connection here. When you regard the shape is like this. When you regard shape like this, then this move solve the cutting possibilities. So I understand why black is playing this one, which is a very good choice because you have to defend this kind of weak group. and this is probably the best move to play locally. But if black needs to win the game, this kind of defensive move may not be the best choice. Black may risk himself to play this kind of move. Even if white is playing this kind of attack, black has to defend and then try to alive and make some complication. If black is defending after this push, then looking at the points, I don't think black is ahead anymore. Like black doesn't have enough points on the board. So maybe we can have a count. For the bottom right is 13 to 15. Here maybe 4. Top side is a lot. And then this three stone is 40. Around 42, I guess. For white, 42. 42 for white. So how much does black has? 1, 2. Black has around 41. Around 41. And white has on board is 42. So at least white is ahead by the Komi, but I think white is slightly ahead for a little bit more because after this push and then this Atari and connects, black has to take care of these two stones. So during black settling these two stones, the two square stone on the left hand side for the white will automatically be settled. So white can use attack to defend the two stone on the left hand side. So this will be a little bit difficult for black to play, but I'm not saying that this is hopeless, but this is at this point it is a good game for the white. Like now white should be ahead. And white is also playing safe. White is playing safe by this kind of kick. There could be some sort of other more aggressive options like this move or something. So white definitely knows that white is in a better position. So we have already chased to the move that they currently play. So this is the last move, right? Yeah, this is the last move, 81. So Becky just played this one. Um I think this is now still playable for both sides. It's just white is slightly ahead, but it's still very playable. So from the performance for this 80 moves, Becky is better than a 3 Dan from this first 30 moves. So I think Becky played very well, and both of them did not make any very significant mistake. And some of the moves that I suggest are only some personal choices. It's hard to say if those are definitely better. So I think this is a really high quality game. Until this point. Yeah, so is there if there's any questions, you can ask in the chat. I'm reading the chat, but I don't think anyone is saying anything. So at this point, maybe we need to wait for them to play. Yeah, you can see white is already playing safe because we're just capturing this one to make sure that this is alive. So white is playing pretty safe. Oh, I see lucky go, right? Could you please reintroduce us the players, please? Oh, so Becky is quite new in the UK Go scenes, from what I know. Both of them are Chinese. Becky is I'm more close with Qiu Zeyu, but I'm not from what I know. So some information may be wrong, but Becky is master student in the UK, and Qiu Zeyu just finished his PhD in the UK and is currently work as a postdoctorate in the UK, and he is 6 dan, and he has been played in a lot of gold competition in Europe, and I believe Tilde is also a little bit underrated for his rank of 6 dan. Probably some couple of points higher than the current points that he had in the GOL database, European Gold database. And Becky is quite new, and then currently she has been resetted his rank to 3 dan, but I still think Becky is slightly underrated. Um, in the candidate of the British Championship, Becky beat some 4 dans in the candidates and come to this final. And she played very well in the candidates of the British Championship. And until now, the games she played pretty well. Yep. So White is playing pretty safe, even this Han. This Tiger Mouth. Is it possible we play this kind of push and cut? It feels like this is the way for white to come for black to come back. I feel like. Yeah, you're welcome. Yes, if there are any questions you want to ask about the game for the previously, some Joseki choices, now it is a very good time to ask this kind of questions because this is a 7 hours game. If they want, they can make it to 7 hours. So if you have any questions about the Joseki choices or somewhere you want to discuss, definitely you can say that in chat. We can discuss together. Actually, if Black has still this sort of moves, but well, White may just sacrifice the two. It's not that may push and cut, maybe still push and cut. This block also looks huge. And this block also looks huge. This block is also an option. Black is taking probably the longest thing of this game, I guess, because I watched the live before I start the stream. I believe they spent less than 1 minute on each move. So now Black is thinking for quite some times. And yes, this move is sort of the turning point. This move like decide how the game will go. Like Black need to decide if Black would like to choose aggressive or a passive option. Passive option will be something like this one. Or this one that we just talked about. Like attacking option will be something like what I just push and cut, but there are lots of calculation needs to be made because Black needs to count how many points Black has on the board. If playing the passive options, is it possible to come back? If playing the aggressive options, um, does Black has the confidence to execute those successfully? So there are so many things to evaluate. So yeah, I think this is should be the time Black spend time on. All right, Jerry. UCL and LGC. I can modify that in the description. Maybe I can do it now. Yep, I changed the description. Yeah, Tilde is from LGC and Becky Li from UCL. Okay, so Becky chose the defensive options. The kick. Um I have to say that this kick is a little bit I don't think it's accurate. Is in the correct direction, but again the execution could be a little bit not precise. So when you play the kick, it means that there's some sentes you need to care for. So for this is sente. This is sente, and if this is sente, then now we look at this stones. These are not very safe anymore. If white to cut on the left hand side, there are many ways. So for example, this turn will be the no-brainer. It's not the best, so this is the best to cut off the blackstone because push and then Atari and then this one. Then black is separated. So we don't want this. So this is better because now there's no this is now not center. You can play in the center. But when you play the kick, then you're automatically allowing, then you have to spend another move here. Like, I don't know what to spend because like this one, you may even match with this kind of hane and double hane. So there's still some RG when you play the kick. So I think this one is slightly better. So kick is in the correct direction, but the execution, the correct way of playing that is not the best. And I also think that now you can see that the middle is not totally safe. So don't want to let white to add some more stones here. So what did you play? What did you play? Or Qiu play the pincer and then extend. Yes. So next move is again very difficult for black to choose. The definitely black cannot tenuki. Tenuki for example this kind of tenuki. The no-brainer choice will be push and then this one. But I think there are some better possibilities. For example, this kind of peep. This kind of peep. If black is playing this one, regarding this is a sente. Regarding this is a sente. Then there are some push, or even this kind of this one. If white is able to exchanging all this, then this looks pretty dead for black. So this kind of pincer is difficult for black to reply. So if black, for example, playing this one, then probably white can play this one. Then this is an even better result than just push. Comparing to the push, is something like this. But if I can play this and then this one, so first of all, you cannot play this kind of move. Normally, you can definitely do this kind of move, but at this moment, so first there's a squeeze, and then second, even there is no squeeze or something, even there's no squeeze, you cannot exchange this because then you will let your black group in huge trouble. So the invade on G17 is not like a move that I definitely need to save it, but I'm putting there to like distracting the black. So if black is playing very If black is playing very aggressively, then white will just sacrifice that stone to have some influence here, and then play this one. If black is not playing aggressively, playing more defensively, then this move itself is already beneficial because now I make all the black stones on the second line. So black definitely cannot Tenuki, but what to play as black is not that easy. There are many options. Push, but push again. You may meet with this kind of hane and double hane. If you turn, then probably similar story like this. Or if white is a little bit safe, white can just capture this 2 stone first, and then looking for this in the future. Also possible. It's difficult for black to choose right now, but definitely black need to spend a move. This move is this move is possible, but I'm unsure if there's this kind of strategies. Because if you block, then there's this attachment and then this one. So the only move is this one. Oh, but now there's nothing. There's still nothing here at the point. But yeah, maybe black can play this one then. Yeah, considering the shape is like this, then what is the connection? Which move can connect the stone? Maybe this one. Maybe this one is fine. Let's see. What would I play at this black at the moment? What would I play? I think maybe I will play the second line descent. Probably. Because the second line descent, I'm removing this kind. This is not a sente anymore. Previously, if I do not descent, there's this one, this one, this one. Then there's the Atari. So descent remove the Atari. So this is not the sente anymore. And after this descent, I have the jump. So it reduced the points for white and also reducing the eye shape. So by threatening the white group, this group become less in danger. So if you play this one, then maybe I just connect. Then the move of this descent and this camera is slightly beneficial for the black. The camera has not a lot of points, but the descent has quite a lot of points. So I believe this exchange is good for black. So after looking for a while, I think if I'm playing black, I may play a descent. If white just play, then now black can just play this one. Then the push, now I don't care. I can just escape. The descent is very important because if I just play this one and push, if I jump, then Hane, Atari, and then this one is captured. But if I exchange these two, then now if you cut, I can play this one. So I believe probably this one is a good move, but I don't think that is very easy to find. But looks like descent is a good choice. Is there other options? Yeah, I think I don't find any options better than the descent. If the viewers you have other better options, please tell me. Or anyone you can check the AI and see what's the best move. I did not check AI, so if any viewers can show me the AI variation, I'm very happy to learn from those. So, oh, I was about to say that if they are not playing, then I'll say let's take a break because it's already an hour. I'm thinking if they're not playing that much of move, then maybe we can take a break. But at the point that when I say it, Black just played attachment. Oh, this is not something that I thought of. Let me think about what does this mean. Attach. What does it mean? What Black is going to achieve from this attachment? So this is clear. If White is playing this one, Black is going to attach. So this is clear. Then there's no way White is playing this. If White is playing this, I'm going to remove my comment of Qiu is underrated, but I don't think White will play the block. So what is White? But this is clear. Like White will not play this one. So is White playing? Oh, maybe I see what Becky is looking for. So Becky is seeing that. Okay, he say White cannot block because if White block, Black will play the attachment, and then now I am totally alive and with some very good points. So this is unacceptable for White. So okay, you cannot block. What can you do? You can play this one. Then now I cannot push because if I play this one, oh, you can capture. This is clear. So if you cannot play this one, then now this capture is a sente. So if this capture is a sente, then you need to defend, right? You need to defend. Then this is connected. And this Atari, and even if I Tenuki, you cannot play this one because I have Tiger Mouth and Cut. The only way for Blacks to separate this group to this group is this Kasumi, but it means if you play this Kasumi, there's an I in the second line. Maybe this is what Becky is thinking, and even if after this capture, Black can get some very good points on the left. Maybe this is why Black decided to play the attachment. Yeah, so this is some very difficult calculations. It's very difficult calculation, and Black plays very well. Like the question that Black asking is like very high level. So Becky plays very well. Like from this game, she this is at least I don't think this is like because before this game, there's many may think that this will not be an exciting game given the rank difference, but because I know both of them and I have seen the game before for both players, so I know that it's not that it could be a close game. So after I seen this attachment, I think this game is very high quality instead. Come on, this attachment is really good. Like he's asking, like children just cannot play the block, and then usually it's this one. Hane probably not playable because cut Atari and then extend. Yes, this is not good. This is dead. So Hane is not playable. So there's only one option. This one. This is the only option. This one is also not. This is not also not This is also not okay for white. So I believe the only move is this one. Okay, so shall we take a break? I'll come back in 20 minutes and see what's happening. So I will see you in 20 minutes. Okay, so let's come back. We finish off last move in here. I believe white think for quite a long time, and then white decided to play this one. So here I'm not so like I understand why black is hard, like Hane extend. This is it's like I understand like black was thinking something like this variation I'm satisfied. I was able to Atari and then extend to threaten the capture here. And then also, if you play this one I block, I have some good territories and I'm alive. So this was what black is saying. However, why black doesn't extend? Like if extend, what is black is afraid of probably is this one. So black was thinking if I play this extension, then it will go something like this. Then it's white sente. If black goes like this, if black plays this one and extend, this probably then in black's mind, black was thinking white will reply. Then this is now black sente. Then black can play this one. So black thinks the P2 is huge, but in this variation, although you successfully secure the P2 block, they are the push and cut. So it also leave white a lot of potential to get middle territory. So it's not very it's hard to judge if Atari extension having a sente to block is larger, or extend here and then let white to get this Atari and sente. So which is better is hard to tell when they're playing the game. But for me, I think extension is better because after even you got squeezed like this, so in the future I have the push and cut. So if you don't play something and a push and cut, if you then I push and still cut, which means the thickness and the attack and defense position has slightly changed. At this position, black is the person who only defending without any attacking. But if I extend here, it creates some weakness for the white. After this one, it creates weakness for the white. So white need to defend. Although I don't have the block, but I have the center like this capture, this attachment. So I think the bottom block and the middle potential is something like Miai, and the loss of the bottom is offset by the gain in the middle. So I believe this extension is better. And also, if this kind of extension also asks white to exchange this Atari with this capture, which also means in the future I can play this and this. And white cannot play the, if white want to separate this group from the top or this one, white cannot play this one because I have the tiger mouth and cut. The only way for white is to play this one. Then there are way more different concession and then different bargaining chip for the black. Like, because in the future, if this group is in danger, this group if in a very dangerous position, I can always have this. I can always have this as a Sente 1i. Although I rarely exchange this kind of thing, but if really in that bad position that I will die, then this is a possibility. So I believe extend is a much better choice, and I think this is probably the first like very obvious mistake that black plays in this game. Like the first very obvious mistake. And Atari, and then this one. It gave white some thickness in the center, and you can see that white has so many thicknesses in the center. Then the more thickness white has, the easier white can automatically get some territory in the center. And also, this is also half a Sente, because if black is not replying, this attachment, this Atari, and then this one. So white has so many hidden Sente in the center, so you don't want white to get too much thickness in the center. So I believe did not extend and play this one is the first obvious mistake black plays. In 100 move, black only make one significant mistake, which I think is very, very good already. So Qiu did not play this one because Qiu think that this is not large enough, so Qiu played this one. Actually, this is not really. This camera says two things. White saying, okay, I cut off this group and this group, so it separates the two group. And second thing is, I'm not trying to kill you. If white is trying to kill black, white will play this one, because this one removed the eye shape here. So if you play this one, in the future there's eye shape here. So this camera is saying, I'm not in the position that I will strongly attack your group. I'm only attacking for some slight points. I just want some points. I don't want to kill your group. So this means that in the future, for example, this kind of endgame. So Qiu is thinking that he values this kind of endgame more than that of really killing this group. And it's also possible that this kind of jump. But this kind of jump is a little bit dangerous because there's push, and then this Atari may be a Sente. So very likely this will end up in this. Very likely it will end up in something like this. So, but for me, I still think that it's better if you want to cut off this group, then probably this one or Atari and this one. This one is like if I can push and then Hane, and then black needs to play this one, then I'm happy to play the Kama. But now black can play this one because Hane, this one you cannot play the code because now it's capture. So I understand white's decision, but I may not agree with what I may not agree this choice because this gives black too much concession or area for making concession in the center, because this means that there's one eye here. There's one eye here. There's one gote eye here. So black just need to make a sente eye in the center. Then black will not die for this one. So I think jump is better. I think jump is better. Or if I'm playing white, I think we shouldn't exchange anything because at this position, I don't know if jump is better or Kama is better. These two moves are both having different purposes, but it's not like white needs to exchange these two. White can decide when to exchange this. Black doesn't. White is has having the right to decide when should I play a jump or when should I play the Kama. So what about at this point? I play nothing. I tanuki. I leave this choice in the future. I play this one first. Then I can squeeze and then hane in the future. So if black is for example defending, this one is not really defending because I have this one. So you may play this, but this is not very happy. And if white really want to separate this and this, white can play this one. This is an option. So this push is half a sente. If black is playing this one, then white will play the hane. Or white can still push. So and of course this push and cut is also large. So I think if I'm playing white, I'll play this to ask what black is doing. Like what will black reply with this push? If black is playing a defensive, then depending on what happens in the center, I'll decide if I play this one or this one. Or maybe I just at this point I just play this one first. Make sure that what black is happy to sacrifice in the center, or make sure what black is going to bargain with me in the center, and I decide if I'm playing the jump or I'm playing the Kama. So let's see what Qiu plays. Qiu played this one, and then Becky played the turn. So this is like this is like teaching our opponent what to play. Like Kama, like what is next decision for the black. Like anyone, like there's no difference between 9-dan professional and 5Q. Like everyone will play the turn, so there's no options and there's totally no difficulty for black to reply. So this move is like teaching your opponent what to play. Like you definitely need to escape. Something like pushing opponents to play something not complicated, but you do not necessarily have something you don't necessarily have some clear game. So I am opposing this move. This is not a mistake, but I'm not opposing this kind of exchanges. Do I push? So after this exchange, and then so this is a little bit contradicted. I can understand that this is first of all, this is the British Championship, it's the title match. There should be some sort of pressure for both of the players. And second, this is a very long game. Usually in a very long game, players not only need to compete on the how good you are at Go, the calculations, and also the physically, players get tired for a long game. there are some factors more than go in this kind of long games, and also very high value title. I believe this move is also a little bit contradicted. The reason is you play this camera, you are saying that you want to attack the black group, but after black turns, you then switch to the bottom. Then why don't you just play this one instead? If you want to play the clamp, then just play the clamp. You don't need to exchange this unnecessary exchange. And also, I believe there's another factor for this. Regarding this is a 7 hours game, for the Go players, especially for the very top Go players, there's a tendency for players to overthink. When they find a good variation, they think of if there are other better variation. And if they find better, they look for even better. So when they find I found that this is the best variation, then they will think, is there anything I miscalculate? And in this kind of when you are in this kind of thoughts, you will overthink some variation, especially when it is impossible for one to calculate all the variations. So it's easy for people to overthink. This somehow shows me the overthinking, because white is, let me put it this way, like treat me as Qiu. Qiu is probably thinking that, oh, if I play this one, is it possible that after I finish the Joseki or I finish the variation here, will I end up in a Gote, and then black will able to play this one, which I think this is one of the largest point on the board. However, if I exchange this one with this one, I'm 100%, because I'm teaching my opponent to play. So this exchange and this exchange is 100% I can get it. So after I get this to exchange, I am 100% guaranteed that black is no longer able to get this camera. Okay, so even I end up in a Gote in this variation, I am not worried anymore about black is able to get this camera instead. So I think this is what Qiu is thinking. So that's why Qiu played this one first, teaching his opponent to play this one, then go to here. This is a little bit overthink, because if I just play this one, even if I end up in Gote, so for example, if I end up in Gote, to be honest, I don't know how can I end up in Gote, but let's just treat it that I end up in Gote. If I play this one, even I treat it there's nothing here, is this definitely the largest point on the board? Not necessarily. I think this is probably larger, and there's also this one. There's also this kind of invasion. So I think this move is slightly overthink, but is it a mistake? No, it's not. It's not a mistake. It's just because this move, you can't say that this move lose anything, but I think white did not choose the best variation. Because if you do not exchange this one, there are so many options for white. White can play this kind of peep, white can play this kind of this one. So before exchanging this, there are so many Ask King moves that white can decide. So I think attach right away will be a better choice instead of playing this one, then attach. Okay, this one. Let me see, what's the reason? First of all, can I play this? If cut, I'm very happy to sacrifice this. If I'm not happy, even I play this one, we're fine, right? This one is okay, right? This one is also fine for black. So, descent, the only thing black is afraid of is this one. Because you cannot play this one, because this one, then black is dead. Okay, so this one, then Atari, and then push. So this is something that black is afraid of. I can understand. So what about this one? And then this one, this one, this one, this one. Then black get all the territory in center. So black doesn't want this. I can understand the calculations. So black decided to play this one. Then definitely white has no choice. White can only play this one. There's no choice. Attach. Then there is wedge. Oh. I understand that black did not play this one because it matched with this one. This is a difficult question for black to answer. Descent will match with this one. Tiger, this one will match with. This is also not okay. This one then block. If a connect, this is a strategy. So a push and then extend. If this one, then push and extend. I can see the reason why black did not play the descent. But what about this one? This one, black doesn't want white to have the territory in center. I can also understand. But is this variation better than that? Is this variation better than that? I don't really think so. Because if black is Tanuki, because black Tanuki to play this is center. Then you are forced to give a Panuki. Of course, maybe I'm not picking the Panuki right now. I can play this one first. I'm play this, but in the future you are giving the Panuki. If you are Tanuki, then you may force to give the Panuki. I was expecting, because now white cannot push and cut. If white push and cut, then there's Ataris and then this one. So I was expecting black to play push and cut. I expect black to play push and cut. I don't know if there are other options, but attach and then this one is a little bit soft. Maybe end up something like this? Is there better options? So for example, this one and then this one. What about now at Tanuki? What about now at Tanuki and play this one? Is this better? Maybe not necessarily. But in the real game, this wretch is really good. This wretch, because if black is forced to Tanuki, then this means that this attach is not good. You cannot attach and then this one and then you Tanuki. So, but is there any counter strategy for playing this wretch? Like, does black has any way to counter this wretch like this one? Is it afraid of this one? Is black afraid of this one? I'm not sure. But I don't think black should afraid of this one. Why? Like why? I keep pushing and then try to kill this group. Is it possible? I think this is possible. At least this one kills the tail, and I can even aim for better. So, what is white move if I play this one? What is the move of white? Atari? I capture. Atari this one. Then this is still a Sente for black. And I can still descend, right? So first of all I can push and cut. So what is white afraid of? What is black afraid of? For this connect. I thought red was good because black didn't answer and then play this one. But what if black just play this one? What is white's plan? What is the plan? Atari? And then this one? A coal? Is it what? Wait, this is not a coal. Is it a coal? No, this is not a coal. Yes, this is not a coal. So white cannot Atari. So white cannot play Atari. So what is white choices? Extend? Extend doesn't look right. So the easiest way will be this one and this one. So first of all, this one doesn't look bad for black first, but there is also possibility of this one. And then this is a Sente. Because if you don't play, if you play something like push, Atari, and then cut, and then throw in, then there's this one. So this doesn't look correct. So if something goes like this, then similar variation. This group is kind of in danger. So I don't see the reason why black is not connecting. What is black afraid of? But I mean, if Qiu play the wedge, if Qiu play the wedge, the white play this wedge, there should be something, there must be some calculation for white. So I'm really interested to see what was Qiu thinking about, like, what was the variation in his mind? Because this is definitely the first intuition for black, and also for white. White will think, okay, I wedge. If I wedge, black will play this one. Then I'll continue calculate the sequence afterwards. But I don't see a variation that is good for white. I'm interested to see what Qiu prepare for this, because currently I don't find any good strategies. Maybe Qiu think that this variation is good for white, but this doesn't seem right. The push and cut is very hard. It's very hard to reply. Okay, anyways, let us see the real game. So this one, yes. Wait, is it my move or their move? I don't feel like this is their move. Oh, it's my moves. This one, this jump. Okay, jump. Yeah, very good. again, this is a slight mistake. You see this one, and then you see Becky play this one, right? So Becky play this one is asking, okay, if you play this one, I play this one. Then you have no eyes. You have no eyes here. You need to defend. And then there's no eyes. If this is the case, then why shouldn't we play this one first? So if you play this one, then now I can play this one. Then you cannot, you can't tell me that if I play this one, you play this one, right? If you play this one, then now you also remove your eye shape here as well. There's no eyes here as well. So maybe met with this one. So this is some sequence problem. So this one should be pushed first, then push this one. After pushing this one, now Qiu is not happy to play this one. Qiu is looking for better. And this is important because the capture of this one is very important, because this capture, not only you remove the eye shape for the white, but you also create an eye shape for this group. You create the eye shape for this group. So this Atari is very important. This looks like a slight mistake, like a very insignificant mistake, like very small, but at their level, like 6 dan, like 5 dan, like Becky, when in this kind of matches, like very high stake matches, or is it the correct word? But I mean very important matches, this kind of eye shape is you cannot allow your opponents, or you cannot allow yourself to make this kind of mistake. So this would be painful for me if I forget to make these exchanges. If I play this one and I allow white to play this one, I'll feel very uncomfortable. So, but of course, this is not like a big mistake, but you want to make sure your games is more precise. This kind of small inaccuracy can add up in the game. So now the turn. Okay, so black is now connecting all his stones from this group to this group. So now this group is no longer in danger, and now white. Wait, so this one, now black is no longer in danger, and then white has the solid shape here, and then some solid territory on top right, and then some solid territory on the bottom right, and that's it. So black is having territory on top left, and then some territory here, and then top bottom left. Then this is kind of a game that we go into the end game, and then both players play the end game, and there's no significant fight in the future because all the moves are like all the stones are connected and solid. However, if the game if the game goes like this, there's some sort of complication. After all the moves are all the groups are live, there's no complication. And also after this move, white has a sente. White has sente to play this one. Then it's very difficult for black. I also think that actually, is it better you don't attack this group, you just play this one? Because I really want to see what is white plan. I don't know what white's plan is, but this is very large, because just look at the points. The 4 stone is already 8 points. And so this capture stone and create a thickness in center. Also, possibly you get some territory on the top left and top right hand corner. So now this mistake become more severe, because push, and then Atari. If this is a sente and this is sente, then now I can play this in sente. I can skip this move. I don't need to play the connection, because this group is alive already, because I have an eye here, I have an eye here. So I'm not afraid of the life and death for this group anymore. So this sequence mistake become more and more significant now. Because now after white play this Atari, it looks like white has lots of points on the board. Okay, so now actually we can count how many points they have. So maybe this one, this one. Let's treat it like this, like how many points white has. So this is 20 here. 20 for this one, because now you don't know if you can capture these stones or not. Of course, so white is more than 20 on the top side, but you don't know if you can capture a 2 stone. If you can capture a 2 stone, you have 26. If you don't, you have 20. So probably when we count the board, usually we cut in half like 23. But let's say for the certain points is 20. And then here is 10, 13, 14, 15, 16. About 20 to 22. Let's say 20, 20, 21. So here maybe I consider this as this is 1, and then I guess this is 2, so this is 2, and here is 7. So white has about 48. No, 49. 20, 21, 41, 48, 50. About 50, little bit more than 50, because I think I calculate a little bit less for white, so a little bit more than 50. Yeah, a little bit more than 50. So white has about 50 and a little bit more points. So what about black? Black has this is about 20. Here, I guess this now the center may get some points, but let's not calculate that first. Let's look at others. This is 20. This is 8. Before capture maybe more, but now I just count. I just count here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Let's just count at 8, and then this one is 20. So this one is 20, 40, 40, 48. So black has 48. White have 50. So that means in the center here, now it's 48 versus 50, which means in the center, black need to get 2 plus Komi, 9.5 points. So black in the center need to get 9.5 points to make sure that it's a balanced game. But it's white's turn to play. And I also count less for white and probably slightly more for black. First of all, it's difficult for black to get 9.5 points in the center without white getting any compensation. So what I mean is, if I play this one, then for example, if black is playing this one, yes, you got 4 points here, but white also get a little bit more points in the center as well. White also get 3 to 4 points. So you have to make sure that you get 9.5 points in the center without paying anything. Then that's difficult. If you are saying that you get 9 points in this area, it is it is doable, but you are saying that you get 9.5 points without spending anything, then this is not that easy, and it's white's turn. White can play this one, and probably something like this one is also feasible because they're cutting points. So I think it's still a close game, but white is slightly better. White should be slightly better. It's still a close game, but it's slightly better. Oh, Jake, if you want to say something, you definitely should. But you're pretty late. It's already the second half of the game. I feel like they are already entering the end game. So let me have a look. These players beat you can still say something. You can still comment on the games. I didn't play in the candidate. I'm still commenting. Or you can just comment on what I say. Like you have some other opinions. Like you have other opinions. I suggest some moves. You have other opinions. You can still say something. Okay, so white didn't even play the so white didn't play this. White is more aggressive. White play the push. So can I cut? No, I cannot, because this one, this is dead. So I cannot cut. Okay, so it's clear. I cannot cut. So extend. This one looks like a little bit complicated a game. I think too complicated a game, kinda unnecessarily. Because now you can see, previously when I was commenting, I thought white will play this one because this is very guarantee. You guarantee yourself to capture these 3 stones first with some good territories, and the black only replied is this one, and then now it's white's turn to play. White is Sente, so white has the right to decide what is going on here. So so this is white's turn to play. For example, this one is very important to make sure black does not get lots of points here. But Qiu decided to play this one. This complicated game. I'm not saying that this is a bad move, but it's complicated game. So what I mean is, after this kind of exchanges, this is no longer very clear that this definitely is a Sente, because now black has so many countering methods. For example, if I jump, is it possible that you can swim in my sea without dying? You are definitely swimming in Black Sea. Are you sure that these few moves worth? Because you have this 3 stone, but you are in the expense of not capturing this 3 stone in Sente, and you lost a stone here. So previously in my variation, white has a stone here, and it's white Sente. White can easily just push in the center or play this one, but now white is pushing here, which means that white is sacrificing the opportunity to invade in the center and then get some. I don't know how much this 3 stone value, but white is definitely sacrificing this 3 stones. So white is not capturing the 3 square stones and then put the value on this 3 stone. This kind of complicated the game. Like, what is the plan for white now for taking care of these stones and removing black territory? Oh, Bao Yifan is also here. it looks good for black, but AI likes white. But I like white as well. I think white is better. I mean, at least at this point, I think white is better. If push, I think white is better. Like I estimated, I think white is better, but I don't think that is a lot. And I also think that this kind of push is very. It's like it's very natural. The games go very natural for this push or this kind of push. But after this, even if I don't know if after this, I don't know if white is better or black is better according to AI. I don't know who is better according to AI, but from a human perspective or human points of view, this is no longer that easy for black. I'm sorry, no longer that easy for white. White need to have a more concrete game plan for how to take care of the triangle stone that's swimming in the Black Sea. Like this one. Sorry, this one. How to settle this stone? It's not necessary that you have to save this, but previously we just talked about if black has 9.5 points in this one without getting any compensation, then that's a balanced game. How to achieve this, that will be another game plan. But previously it's not the same. Like previously, if I just capture, if I just capture this one, I have 1, 2, 3, 6, 7, 8, 9. I have 9 points. But now I sacrifice the 9 points. Oh, again, when I was counting the board, I said white has 50 points or a little bit more because I count these 9 points as well. Now white did not have this 9 points, which means that reduced white points to 41 or 42. So black may not need to get as much points as I just mentioned here to balance the game. So now the game is a little bit more complicated again after the exchanges of these three. I'm not saying this three is bad, it's just complicate the game. Push. Wait, this is my move, right? This is not the player's move. Yeah, so they haven't played. So putting you at this spot, Jake. Putting you at this spot as white, what will you play? Connect and probably this one. There's no other option, just capture. So yeah, putting you at this spot as white. What will you play? Or 包一反? The good side of white is white will never need to care about the life and death of this group, because now everything is connected. So there's nothing for white to worry about for this group anymore. So previously there's some sort of complication still, like briefly like here, there's still a little bit of complication if this group is totally alive, although it's very difficult to ask the question if this group is alive because there's strong shape here, and this shape is also strong. It's hard for white to die. But after this kind of exchanges, white is totally connected. There's nothing to worry about anymore. But the point is how to reduce the area here. I think that's the and during this kind of exchanges and variations, black get quite a lot of points. Like here, black get like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 points. And then this stone are not dead yet. Like what black can save this stone by, for example, this one, or even black may not necessarily save it or play something like this and then close the center. So I'm not sure what's the what like now the game is become a bit more complicated. Wait. So black did not play this. So black is not satisfied with capturing this two, and then black is playing this jump. I see. Reasonable, because I play this one because I think that this one get a lot of points. So for me as black, I think this one is large. But Becky is thinking that this is a Mii. So Becky is looking this as a Mii, A or B. Becky is looking that as a Mii. So if white is playing Hane, so for example, if white is playing Hane, then he play this one. Then she play this one. If white is playing this one, then she'll Hane and then descent. This is what black is thinking about. So the life and death is fine for black, because this one match with this one. Peep, there's this one, and this one, this one. Peep, then this one is alive. So the life and death for black is okay. There's nothing white can do for the life and death problem for the bottom side. But so I understand, and probably this is a good move. I think this is I can't tell which is better, but jump is definitely a good move. So but now when I count the board, I feel like this is less and less optimistic for the white. This is not that optimistic anymore for white. The next two moves is there's no brainer. There's cut and then descent. There's no brainer. No other options. But to me, it looks like the game is more and more hopeful for the black. Oh, so Bao, you are in the LGC. So why haven't played yet? Wise did not play this Atari. So is Wise thinking of something different? Is this some sort of this thing? Not really, right? There isn't anything, right? Nothing. Don't. Then that would be the same, right? This is the same. Doesn't look like there are other option instead of the P2. Can we cheat? Can we cheat a bit and then tuck and enable the AI review and see who is better in this position? No, but OGS didn't show it. But now it's difficult for me to say who is now this hard to say which side is better, because now this is very difficult. I feel like the game will decide in the your say end game. Let me count the board again. Now I think it's a pretty close game. And to be honest, I believe is it possible that black is ahead here? It looks like black is ahead now. I feel like black is ahead after these few exchanges. I'm not gonna lie, I feel like black is ahead after these exchanges. So let's say if black just do something like this. Let's say if white just do something like this. What is the center reduction? Let's do something like this. How deep can white go? This one? This one probably the deepest. And it probably work as well, because this one also work. So probably this one is the deepest. Maybe attach. Hane will cut. So if we count the points, maybe we can count to this line. It's a bit thin. It's a bit thin for the it's a bit thin for the points for black, but what about this one? This one will have a little bit more. This one give a little bit more thickness. But this one will also give some points as well. This one is also giving some points. So I'm not sure what black to reply for this. Maybe there's no good reply for black in the center, but black has already gained some points already for this one. Like, black has already got 9 points. Without really any compensation. And black may comfortably just get the end game. Like this one just get all the end games. And this one, it should be a largest end game. This looks a little bit I think this is a very close game after this. I don't know, now I can't say who is better. Previously I can tell white is definitely in a better position. But after the exchanges here, after the exchanges, this one, and a connection, and then black has the opportunity to jump here, now I think this game is very close. Like, at least I don't know what AI will say, but at least if I'm playing the game, no matter like if you put me in this position and ask me to choose black or white, I cannot give you a clear answer. So I think at this point the game is very, very close. To see the two real legends. But now there are two legends. After the 3 games, there are only 1 legend left, right? Yeah, so see, what I want to say. Look at Becky's life and death skills. Becky life and death skill is also very good, but so 3 then is kind of underrated in my opinion. Maybe if you play more tournaments, probably Becky can promote to 4, probably. But in this game, so what I want to say is Becky played really, really well in this game. I'm not complimenting I'm not praising Tudor because this level is what he has to perform like this. If he doesn't perform like this, then I'll say otherwise. So I think the performance of white is expected, but the performance of black until now is very good, and I think now this is still a very even game. At least now I cannot tell who is better. So until now, I think Whites need to find a plan to reduce a center territory. But at this moment, I have to say, it's more about the mental than the game skill itself. Like for me, I'm very, very comfortable to say that this is a possible invasion or possible point reduction method. But for Qiu Deyu, when he's playing the game, it's very different. This one looks risky, right? Because there's this kind of like covering the white stone. So there needs to be some long calculation about this. I can say this because I'm watching the game. Even if I make some mistakes, it doesn't cost me anything. So for them, the pressure is on. But and also so to be honest, I also don't see any like mistake I made. I think this is a good way to reduce or maybe probably this one, but no matter what black is playing, I always have this kind of jump or I have this one. So I don't think I miscalculate anything. But for Qiu Deyu and Becky, when they're playing the game, even they know that they are not mistakenly calculate, they will still question their move and find for some even more secure options. So now the game is is could be slightly more about the mental and and how they take the pressure more than the goal skill themselves, because now the game become very closed, and I can imagine the pressure on Qiu, because Qiu Zeyu is like theoretically he is a stronger player, at least on the paper he is on favorite, but until now is move 120 something, is it move 120 something, yeah. If he cannot get like some sort of advantage, this is a little bit scary for him. So I think the game at this point, the pressure is deciding more than the game skill itself. Given, of course, given that both of them are have a very good, like good level of goal, then yeah, they haven't played yet. Yeah, Bao said he will play that div. I believe so. I saw your game in the I saw your game in Prague, and I also saw some of the live stream of you playing against other players. So yeah, you definitely would play this kind of aggressive moves. Okay, so I think now this is the most deciding moment for White. Like White need to think about how deep can he go, and then how confident is he in playing this kind of deep invasion or deep reduction. So let's take a break. It's 2:37. So let's take a this time let's take a 25 minutes break to allow them to play some more moves. So last time we left from here, and let's see what they play. Peep, I was expecting that this one, right? Push and then play this one. So it will force White to play something like this. Then probably push. Something like this, but this is a bit it's hard to say. It's hard to say. But it looks like this one will create some complication, because I think you cannot allow White to escape too easily. So the peep and then jump. This jump is really good. This jump is really good. The reason is aiming for the Hane cut. So this is difficult to reply. But black cannot just defend, because if defending, then there's this kind of camera in the future, which also cuts off the. So this jump is really good. It's very well played, this jump. Yeah, how to manage this if jump? There's no way to manage this. Wait. If I play this, I don't need to immediately play this. I can play something like this to escape first. If black is playing this one, then these are all dame. No points. Hmm. So this is difficult. I cannot see a good reply for this jump. What to reply? This one is not okay because they still the hane cut. I don't see a good reply here. So Becky jump. Oh, so Becky's thinking if white blocks, then probably this one. But this is also a little bit hard to say because there's still push. If block, there's still hane and cut. So probably white black has to play the jump. That will be a little bit more difficult. This is more complicated, but I don't think Qiu will connect because these all stones are very light. All the stone can be sacrificed just to get some compensation, and that would be fine. So all stones are light. So the game plan for white is just to save some of those and create some RG, and that would be fine. Yeah, so escape this one is very reasonable. It's very reasonable. Jump, okay? Hijack. Attach. So is it a good time to push, right? Should be a good time to push. At least get some territory. Oh, is that this kind of move? Oh, this is difficult. But still, black should consider this kind of push because if you don't push, if white successfully connects, then black is going to connect all the stones in dames. You were the one who attacked the white group. You don't want to connect yourself in dames. So I believe push could be the only answer. Oh, block. I don't think this is an option. This is too defensive because previously when we were looking at this game, we say that in this kind of position, black has to get 9 points here without any compensation. Black has to be able to get 9 points on the right hand side without any compensation for white. But after the jump, it's hard to see the 9 points for on the right. So first, there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 8 points. But the compensation has already arrived. Like, this stone is captured. And then this stone is not very safe. So in the future, in this area, there will be some... So for example, this area, there will be some sort of white stone is in Sante, which will reduce the top left-hand corner. Then those are also some compensation. So black only get 8 points here, but with some compensation for white, then the difference is become larger. She is hoping to luckily kill. Yeah, probably, but this is difficult. This is difficult to kill this group. Hane and cut. So Qiu is not happy with just so. I believe just escape is already good for white. The reason is now the left right hand side is not worth 9 points. It's less than 9. It's only 8 points. And not only is less than 8. So for example, there's this one you need to answer. This one may be a sente. Maybe it goes something like this, but let's not expect like this. Let's just expect like this kind of normal variation, and then black just defend one time. So of course, black can play something like this to get more points, but I mean, because white has some this kind of strategies, or this is a sente, so let's just expect that black will defend here. So maybe black has 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 to 9 points, but white gets so many compensation. Like this is a compensation. This stone is captured, so it's compensation, and this hana is also a compensation. If this hana is compensation, then which means these areas will have some percentage which reduce the top left hand corner. Then those are also some compensation. Then it means the right hand side, although black successfully get 8 or 9 points, but the compensation white gained is already more than that of the right hand side. So I don't think black can play do passively at this moment. Actually, 9.5 points is very difficult to get without any compensation. It's not that easy. So Qiu is not happy about just defend and win the game. He hana and cut. So yeah, Jake is right. He's not just winning. He's trying to counter. But I appreciate this kind of mentality, because for the good players, you're not playing only one game, 2 games in your life. You have hundreds, thousands of games. You want to make sure that you believe in your calculations. And Qiu is demonstrating that he believes in himself. So when he found that he can cut, he cuts. So he is thinking about, if, for example, if black cut, then extend, then for example, this one is capture. If you play this one, then this one kills the 4 stone. So it's not possible. So if you play this one, and then this one, it's still a miai. A, B, miai. So yeah, cut is very good. Then black has no choice. Defend, right? Yes, or here to be defend. Here, which one is better? I'm not sure which one is better, but it looks to me this one is better. Because this one I can understand. This one is saving the 2 stones in the future, but these stones ensure that in the future this one can get lots of points. This one probably still okay, but this is sente in the future, and you don't know. This one is become more and more severe. So I think this Kusumi could be better. Isn't that black group in the middle ill, if not terminally sick? Yes. Yes. So it's hard for black to play. Isn't it? Now black is hard to play because white's game plan is no longer killing anything. Because previously we talked about, in order to balance the game, with both sides having similar number of points, black needs to get 9.5 points on the right hand side. Now, black is not getting 9.5 points. It's less than 9.5 points for sure. So the number I can count is only like this one and something like this one. The number of points should be something like this. This 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, about 8 points. So at this point, black has only 8 points on the right hand side without calculating any compensation white already got. So that's 8 points, so it's not enough for balancing the game. Second, let's look at white's compensation. So white got capture this one, which is a compensation of like 2 points or more. And then white also has some compensation, like here would be 1 point. And then the largest compensation white has is the black weak group here. This weak group is the largest compensation that white has. White can, so first of all, even if white is not threatening anything about this black group, white is already ahead in points because black was not successfully gained 9 points on the right hand side. And second, because the middle group is ill, like what Jerry suggests, white has so many different ways to threaten the middle black group in order to get some compensation. So for example, this camera and then this one will be already some very good compensations. Not to mention that actually, this group is not totally alive. Like for example, this one, this one. So there are too many weakness for black. So let's look at something before. Like here, at this position, black is trying to surround the area on the top right hand corner. And after white trying to reduce, not only did black unable to get enough territory, black also create a weak group. So this result is very successful for the white. So what I think is, this is probably the understanding of thicknesses. White has very good understanding of, because there's so many thickness that white has. So white is very happy to go into this kind of variations. So white understand the thickness concept very well. And second, the way of how white execute the reduction was really good. And the jump is also a very, very amazing move. It's very hard to find, because normally in this kind of position, the very intuitive move will be either I connect or I escape. But before white escape, white try to create RG for black and make black in a very uncomfortable situation. If you defend, then this two exchange is already beneficial for white, and it reduces a lot of potential for black. And during this kind of reduction, black reluctantly let white escape, and at the same time, because black want to get points and threaten white at the same time, it ends up black wasn't able to do both of them at the same time and let white cutting off the black stones. Then now I think the game is very likely to now the game is very likely decided. I don't think there's any way for black to come back already. Black may end up with 3 regroups left, gets hurt from center, and right gets hurt from center, and center may die anyway. Yeah, Jake is right. So yeah, so what Jake is suggesting is this is a weak group. It's not totally connected. So there are some, for example, there's some Sente from the circle area, and then the right hand side is also, because now this group is very strong, then the right hand side points are not very solid as well. So all the groups of black become very weak. And when you have weak groups, it's hard to surround a lot of territories. Even, for example, when we count the points right now, for example, we count the points, if we do not factor in the thicknesses, we count the points, we can count a lot, like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. If we do not factor in the thicknesses, we can count 12 for the right hand side. But because we factor in the thicknesses, we can see that black did not have 12 points on the right hand side. black has way less than 12 points. And white is the one who can get points from the right side, like this Kasumi, this Peep. There's so many ways for white to get points. So at this point, it is very, very hard for black to come back. So white decided to play this attachment. So what is black? So what do you think about if you Hane, I extend. If you connect, this one may end up with this one. So if you connect, this one I cut, then this group is dead. So what is black gonna do? So this attachment is again by using a thickness in the center, getting the compensation for black getting the. Actually, black is only getting 8 points, but black pay a lot of compensation for getting that 8 points. So, like, black is normally in this kind of position, black should be able to Hane and connect, but because black everywhere, white is very strong, and black is very weak. Black is unable to play this Hane and connect, so black is forced to retreat. Hane and connect will make this group dead. So now black has to retreat. And then actually, what about this one? What about I play this one? Is this still this is a cut? I feel like this is still a cut. I feel like this black is still dying. So what did Qiu do? Qiu play this one. This is actually similar. This is a Miai again. The Miai is A and B. So this one, jump, right? Yes, jump. So black was trying to make this group alive. Now this group is alive. Then now black's turn another way. Hey, black needs to make this group alive. But then you can see white is not trying to kill this group. You see, white is not trying to kill this group at all. White still play this one. To be honest, white can kill this group. Push, and then this one. This is dead. I don't see any ways that black can alive, but white is not killing this group. White is just, okay, I win. White is saying, I win the game. White this did not need to try and kill. Also, even if this group is alive, let's imagine that this group is alive. Imagine that this group is alive. Let's say this one. Let's imagine this group is alive. Previously, we said, again, black need to get 9.5 points on the right hand side without any compensation. Let's see. White already get 8. Like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. White already get 8 points from here. So this area is already the same as the right hand side. So it's difficult. It's very difficult. Like we are imagining black is having this alive already. Like this is not alive. Black shouldn't be alive. But we are imagining that this black group is alive, and white is still getting the 8 points that black made on the right hand side. So it's no longer able for black to come back. And you can see what Qiu is playing. Qiu is just capturing the stone. Capturing this 2 stone is not that big. He's not even trying to kill the middle group, and he's not trying to even play this kind of reduction. He's just barely capturing the stone, and then he's saying that I already win the game. Maybe next time she should go for territory invasion. Yeah, maybe we can see. But to be honest, after we see this game, it is a very I don't think the difference is that large. From what people imagine, because I hear people think, oh, this game is 6 dan versus 3 dan, so the game will be boring. No, not at all. I feel like Becky played very well in this game, and there are so many interesting moves that we can learn from. Yeah, so and in the middle of the game was still pretty close. So I believe next week we will definitely have a good game. And this game actually is already very good as well. Oh, now I understand why Children played this one. Now I can see. Children played this one. Children was afraid if he doesn't play anything. For example, if he kills, there is this push, push, and this. Oh, Children is seeing this one. I see. Now I understand why he didn't play. He was not because he think he won. He's still playing cautiously. Oh, now I understand. Now I understand why he played this one. So if now he still play this push and cut, well, how can you capture the center? Well, how are you going to capture the center? Is it creating some? Oh, I see. I see. This one. This one. This one. Okay. Okay, I see. This is a sente. So that's why. But actually, you don't need to. Actually, I think it's a little bit I don't know what to say. It is if you want to play safe, isn't this one is easier. So push this one. There's no cutting point, and in the future, even this group is alive. We have this one. But yeah, but anyways, the cut works there. Which cut? Which cut? You mean this one? You mean you mean this one, and then oh, you mean the cut? Jake is talking about this cut. Oh, I see. Yeah, I see. This is working. But to be honest, this one not 100% because if you look at the liberties, is but we don't need to introduce this kind of messiness. So yeah, the cut works. So this one, I see. So this one, and then black play this one, defend the cut, and then white play this one to defend the cut, and then black try to alive capture. Well, again, I always want to try to kill this group, like this one. Then it will match with this one, and then this one, and then this one, right? And then this one. Jake said, did it not work to cut instead of defend? When because we have some, I know that YouTube has some delay, so maybe I'm not. Oh, yeah, sorry, YouTube have some delay, so I know that when I was replying to your comments, it's already passed for a few seconds already. Yeah, I think if white want to do something, this is still possible. Like, this is still possible. There's so many ways to mess up the black. There's so many possible ways. But white is just capturing the two stones. And then this one. Now it goes to the end game, but I don't think the game has any I don't think there are any comeback from now. This is impossible already. Because previously we think that if black has 9.5 points on the right hand side, it will be a balanced game. So now not only black does not have 9.5 points on the right hand side, white has so many compensation. Here 4 and 5 or 6 points. Here is 6, 7, and this capture white also get it, and then white also get this one, and then reduce the territory on the top left hand corner. So white probably get more than 10 points in compensation. So now the game is no longer a balanced game. So I'm quite sure that white is ahead. Wait, let me check. I think so. There's estimate score for OGS. Let's check. Yeah, OGS said white is ahead by 23.2 points. So about 20 is, yeah, I think is accurate estimation. Because previously 9.5 points is even, so black did not get 9.5 points. So which means black only get like 7 or 8 points. Then it's still 1 point in deficit, and then 1 point in deficit. White gets 6 points here, 4, 5, 6, 7 points here, and 11, and then there's some reduction in these 3 stones. So when we add up everything together, 20 points is a safe guess. So yeah, so I think at this point there's no comeback for the black. I think they are just finishing the procedures, and I think it's safe to say that Qiu Zeyu win the first game of the British Gold Championship of 2026. Yeah, but we can still look at the end games. But if you have anything you want to ask or discuss in the middle of the game, we can definitely go over it right now, because I think now that's the it's a rubbish time. Like they're just finishing the end game. We can look a little bit in the middle, like because Jake commented something, then we can definitely have a look. Oh, probably Jake is talking about the push, and then probably Jake was talking about this, and then the cut is working, but there's this one. So does M1 do something? M1. Oh, M1 is fine. M1 goes like this. M1 this one, and then this one, this one, this one, and then this one, this one, this one, this one, this one. So it's live. There's nothing. This one, then is if play this one, then this is this attachment, right? Yes, attachment. Then this is the same. Same. So yeah, it's hard. It's not easy. It's hard. I also misread in the first glance. So yeah, I think the deciding point is probably this area. This area should be the deciding moment. I think the losing move this game would be this extension. Black should play this extension. I think this extension is the largest turning point of this game. So imagine if black play this extension and then end up with this sequence. Now is white's choice if white is going to defend this cut. But let's think about it in the mental. You don't want to defend this kind of cut because you were the very strong shape. You were the inference and thicknesses. You don't want to spend another move here. But if you don't spend another move here, then what happened if you just push and cut? So if you spend a move here, then this is a little bit it annoys you, and this kind of negative emotion will accumulate, and in some point of the game it will matters. So I believe this extension is may probably be the losing move. After this Atari and extension, because the center group now is strong, then the push and cut will allow white to get area in the middle, and it's hard for black to really have some complicated fight with white. So there are too many things that black has to take care of, and this group is not totally alive and match with Qiu Zeyu the cut, the clamp. Yeah, so it's a little bit pity that black wasn't able to find this one, but except this one, I think the games is pretty high quality. It's pretty high quality. And what can we is there anything that we can comment on White's move? I think White played a perfect game. There isn't any move that we can say that White make a significant mistake. I don't think so. There's no big mistake for White, and there's no like obvious mistake. At least at the moment I don't see any obvious mistakes for White. It looks like White play a perfect game and Black plays pretty well as well. Like only 1 to 2 mistakes. It's very, very high level game. Oh, probably maybe this one. Maybe this Atari is a mistake. Maybe this Atari is the so-called not the best move. And it probably a significant mistake, but it did not harm the game. The best move should be this one should be better. This is hard to spot when they are playing the game, but I'm looking at it like a third person, so I may be able to find. So this bump may be better because block than Hane. Sorry, wedge. Then this one match with this one. If you play descents, then now there's push, 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 and this one. If you play somewhere else, then I'm not Atari anymore. I'm playing the Hane. So now I'm captured this one. So probably this one. This one is so-called a significant mistake. But apart from this, there's nothing wrong. There's nothing that I think White play incorrectly. And yeah, I think White play a perfect game. White play a perfect game. Like, and during the time when we took the break, I checked the AI about the variation here. The AI suggested that Qiu Zeyu was right. The push of Qiu Zeyu decided this one is right, and my move is not as optimal as Qiu Zeyu's decision of this push. I play this one is because I value the points and I value the what's that called? The game plan of this push. I want to remove the territory, but AI thinks that this push is more important. The reason is AI believes that when all these stones are connected, there's no sentence for black in this area. This area there's no longer sentence. If you do not play this, so for example, if you play my variation, this is a sente and this is a sente, then this white has to pay some compensation that is larger than what I thought. So white this move is a very good judgment. So I mean I don't think there's any bad move for white. So white played a perfect game and black also played very well. Just the few decision may be questionable, but overall the game goes pretty well. Oh, so black even played this one. So definitely black knows that she's behind, so that's why she's trying. But this kind of end game even if Becky successfully gained some points, though I'm not saying that this is a good move, but even if this is good, but it's still not still not possible for Black to come back. And there's this one, and then there's this one. So I don't think the Kusumi is large. And probably there's this one as well, because this one will match with this one and this one. So that I don't think the Kusumi is good. This one is too good. This one is too good. You may force to play this one. Then this one. Sorry, and this one. Then see, before we talk about 9.5, I always emphasize 9 points. Look at it. There's no 9 points there. There's less than 9 points, and it's like 4 or 5 only. So it's hard. It's very hard for Black. Okay, is it finished or not? Yeah, I understand, Jake, but yeah, it's one way of looking at it. Some Japanese or some players, let's put it this way: some players, they have a thinking that they want to keep a clean Kifu. So the meaning of clean Kifu is when the game is finished, they resign. They don't want to play the move that may it is possible that some too aggressive or overly aggressive move may try to come back in the game, but some players, they treasure they think the game should end here, then they end the game. So yeah, there's some two different kinds of mentality. Hey. Okay, so Becky taught me a lesson. I didn't see this one as well. Because okay, so Qiu also didn't see this as well. So both of us missed this one, right? Oh, not really. I did not. Oh, I did not miss because did I? Did I miss? Yes, I may probably miss it because yeah, I probably missed it as well. This one is also not okay. Oh, this one is not, still one liberty behind. Still one liberty behind. I see. But is there anything here? Probably nothing. So I was thinking about this one, but this one, then there will be something. But Black is playing this one, so there's nothing. Yeah, there's nothing. So yes, this shape, usually we don't think of this shape, so that's why we didn't see it. Hanen connects. Probably the game finished, I guess. So maybe the best way to do the should be this one. This one should be the best. Because connects, then this one. If this one, then capture. So did black resign? Yeah, did black resign? I guess it's time to resign, right? Now it's time to resign, but I don't know. We may wait for the result, but no matter what, the game is finished. Whites definitely win the first game. But overall, I think Becky plays very well, and Qiu also demonstrated that he deserved the 6 down. When's the second round? Do you know? The second game is next week, Saturday. The 18th. Yeah, no worries. Thanks, Jake. You should come more and discuss with me. Yeah, come earlier next stream. I think. Oh yeah, Black resigned. So yeah. So I think that's the game. Yeah. So yeah. Overall, I think both of them play pretty good games. Especially for Becky, definitely play better than people expected. And this is a very close game until the very end of the game, like more than 120 moves. So yeah. So I think that's it for today's stream, and I'll see you next time in the second game of the British Gold Championship.